Hey guys, I'm here with Alex from 141 Hardcore and West Hope. How you doing?
Doing very well. Last day of the tour for us with Terror, day before the Zone and Risk It. It's been a great tour. And yeah, it's great to be here.
Yeah, and it's really nice that finally some hardcore bands, like bigger ones, are coming to this part of the world. I get in Bulgaria, you more often get this, but here it's
Yeah.
something very special for us.
Which is strange because normally you expect to see more bands like this in Croatia because it's closer to Western Europe. But in fact, I've been in this place and we played with last call with Mabel probably 10 years ago in Zagreb. And I think that's the last time we played here.
This is a long time ago, honestly. Yeah, I mean, Terror was here for the last time in 2011. And for such a, let's say, popular band that tours a lot, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
More than 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when it comes to West Hope, you guys have been playing for like what, since 95, 97?
Yeah, we started the band. We started the band in '95. We were very young kids, and basically we and us, just a circle of friends, a couple other bands. We started the scene over there because there was no scene before us. So yeah, it's '95. And first 2 years we were just playing local shows. We didn't really know what means to tour and just be a serious touring band. But then in early 2000s we started to try play outside the country, in the area, the Balkans, and then at some point we started touring. We signed a record deal in 2003 with a German label called Superhero Records. They released our record My Own Way, and that's how we started touring more actively. Our first tour was in 2003, 20 days, 20 shows all over Germany and Western Europe. And then from there, the ball started rolling.
Yeah, and you were, I'm not sure which year it was now exactly, you were playing in the north of Croatia in my region.
Yeah, I think that was one of our first foreign shows, and that was long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I think it was early 2000s.
Yeah, the place where we have band practice at a friend's house, he was the organizer of this Trčo. Maybe you remember him, maybe not.
I don't remember,
was
to be
a
honest.
long
Maybe
ago.
maybe our drummer Constantine, he remembers because he has a good memory for these old days. But I remember that we played a festival, hardcore punk festival in Croatia with Handstand
Yes, from
from
Finland.
Finland and a bunch of other bands. But that's what I remember.
Yeah, this was a long time ago, but I find it interesting because in a way there's a connection between you and me, even though we never met before.
Yeah.
Because you played in like the part of Croatia where my hardcore crew was active.
Yeah,
So it's really cool, and it's like just proves that hardcore is a real community thing.
it is absolutely right. And we still meet people that we met like 20 years ago. They come to shows. Some people are out of the scene, but they sometimes come to bigger shows. Some people are still active. So it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. And we're talking about the scene. You said you were one of the first bands in Sofia, basically.
Yeah.
There was also Face Up, I imagine.
I was Face Up was the first original Sofia hardcore band, and we started a little less than a year after that. And there was a bunch of other bands from Varna, which I would say, and people who know the hardcore.
I think what we have, I'm sorry.
Maybe we can get
In there?
yeah, Face Up was basically Face Up was the original first hardcore band in Sofia, and then we started a little bit after them, like maybe a little less than a year after them. So Face Up started in '94 or '93, and before that there was already like the seeds of the hardcore were planted in Varna. We would consider Varna
The original.
Varna at the Black Sea coast is the original birthplace of Bulgarian hardcore, because when we started, at that time there was already shows in Varna, and I think we were playing more shows in Varna than Sofia in the beginning, and then things kind of changed, but the beginning was definitely in Varna.
And some of the first bands in Varna, which would it be? I know there was Mainstream.
Yeah, Beanstream. Before that, I was Confront, which is a very legendary punk hardcore band from Varna, but they were more on the like a cross punk hardcore side of the things. And then in mid 90s, 95, 96, Mainstream started, which is like a legendary
Yes.
and a very a fundamental band for far hardcore, for Bulgarian hardcore. And then a lot of other bands, but two bands that we definitely worth mentioning is Indignity and Outrage. These bands started in same time, like 95, 96, and they're still active to this day.
Yes, and when we're talking about early hardcore influences, which hardcore bands influenced the most in your youth?
For us, Hope, I would say, because the band started in 95, even late 94, I would say, and from the original lineup, it's me and Konstantin, the drummer. So I was very influenced mostly by New York hardcore. I started with bands like Youth of Today and Gorilla Biscuits. Those were the
Real positive stuff.
Yeah, those were the original influence for Last Hope. Even some straight edge stuff like Chain of Strength. I even remember I think the very first lineup of Last Hope was straight edge. The band was originally started as a straight edge band, but that was a very short-lived period for the band. And I think we were doing cover song of Chain of Strength, True Till Death, but we stopped doing that because we changed members and it was no more straight edge. But yeah, that was the beginning of Alaska. It was very different.
Very different.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about the beginnings of hardcore, I wouldn't say Croatia, so my country is in a beginning, but I do believe the scene is on the rise here.
Yeah.
What is some advice you would have for younger kids interested in hardcore but who are maybe afraid to come to a show or just don't feel the momentum? What would you say to these younger kids so hardcore would become more popular?
Interesting. I don't know if I am the person that needs to say anything to anybody, but hardcore now is very popular. I think that's the most popular phase of hardcore ever. And that's of course negative sides, but I think in general it's good because more people see what is really hardcore. Because back in the days, it was so hard to get information and to get the essence. For the most of the people say hardcore, they thought like it's something completely different. But I would say just come to shows and support local shows. Come to small DIY shows. Take part of anything you can take part of it. You don't need to be a musician to start a band. You don't need to be in a band to be part of the scene. You can take photos or organize shows or put up zines or put up records maybe, or just support the shows. Film, like put it on Instagram, whatever. Now it's so easy with all the social media. People blame the social media for so much stuff, but I think it's also the reason why hardcore is so big, because of the social media. So many people outside the scene in the different parts of the world. Because now it's easy for us being here in Europe, even if not many bands come to Croatia, you still can travel and see bands not too far away. But it's amazing to see people from outside Europe, outside America, like different countries that you never really imagined that hardcore could exist there. They are into hardcore, they start bands, and just hardcore is becoming such a global community, which is that's for me, that's the main aspect of hardcore, the community aspect. Music is great, but music is now so diverse. You can't really say what is hardcore in music, like so different. There's so many different styles of hardcore. But most important thing for me is always been the community thing.
Yes.
Keep the community, take care of each other, and just support it.
Yeah, in the words of Scott Vogel, whether we like it or not, we're one big family.
Yeah, it is. We don't need to be like close friends and love each other like hippies, but still, just
Something there.
I come to Croatia. I know I see a couple of friends that I know online, and we have always something in common. We have same ethics.
We're on the same wavelength, basically.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
I appreciate it. And shout out to Hardcore Christmas. I think this is the coolest hardcore festival in this part of the world.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we're waiting for you over there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be there. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much.